Dear students, today I am going to explain you two methods of introducing cloned genes to the host cell, or else the method of gene transfer, particle gun method and liposome mediated gene transfer. So, you know already gene delivery or introducing the desired DNA into a host cell is the process of introducing foreign genetic material, that is the DNA, such as DNA or RNA, into host cells. Gene delivery must reach the genome of the host cell and induce gene expression. So, you will see here the how exactly there are several methods are there. All these methods are basically they are classified into physical methods such as particle bombardment or gene gun method, electroporation you have studied, and microinjection. Then the chemical method, liposome mediated gene transfer, today you are going to study. Then another is calcium chloride mediated gene transfer. Then biological method, transformation and transduction, you are going to study next video. So, these methods helps to introduce desired DNA into host cells, and desired effect can be brought in host cells, or else you can see how exactly the gene cloning, whatever the vectors, you have studied several vectors, they are carrying your gene of interest, how to get into the bacterial cell or else a mammalian cell or else a plant cell. So, there are several method of gene transfer. So, you have studied one such is electroporation. Then today you are going to study the gene gun or else a particle bombardment gene transfer and liposome mediated gene transfer. Particle gun method or method of gene transfer or else particle bombardment it is called. Particle gun method of gene transfer involves DNA or vector carrying our gene of interest delivered to the host cells by microprojectile bombardment. This technique was first developed in 1987 by John Stanford and co-workers at Cornell University to transform the plant cereal cells. So, there is a, you can see before the operation or the, this is exactly like a gun, you are the how exactly the normal gun or pistol. So, similar where you can see here it is not loaded with the bullet, instead it is loaded with the DNA carrying particles. So, the particles are made out of it is gold or else tungsten. So, metal particles, they are metal particles are of nano size. You have to imagine they are in the the DNA is the width of 2 nanometer. So, similarly this particle is also in a nanoscale. Such particles are tagged with the DNA will be bombarded on the surface of the cell, so that these particles along with the DNA they get into the cell cytoplasm or else also to the nucleus. This is what the main essence of this method. So, it is it is called biolistic. It is similar to how exactly the bullets, it is called biolistic or else microprojectile or particle. So, is a common method of the nuclear plant transformation. It can be easily the plant cell nucleus can be injected with the desired gene in this method, or the gene transfer to the chloroplast, gene transfer to the mitochondria, all these can be performed with the help of this method. So, the biolistics is based on the direct delivery of DNA into the plant cells using gold or tungsten particles. You may be seeing in this picture, this is what the particle gun. So, it is loaded with the gold particles like this tagged with the gene of interest. So, this is the gold nanoparticle tagged with the DNA. So, these particles are loaded and they are bombarded on the surface of the leaf or stem, root, any part of the plant cell can be bombarded, and so that we can able to deliver the gene of interest into the plant cells in this method. So, the gold or tungsten particles are coated with the DNA. This is what you will find, they are called gold nanoparticle coated with the DNA, which are shot at the plant tissue at high velocity and can become lodged into the plant cell, you will find here. So, it is in a great force, these metal particles tagged with DNA will be bombarded on the surface, so that they get into the cytoplasm and even to the nucleus. So, these micro projectiles or microparticles or biolistics, they are of nanoscale, I said, are made out of tungsten and gold coated with the DNA of interest. You will find here, this is the gold nanoparticles or microparticles tagged with the DNA, one molecule of DNA or several molecule of DNA, like this you can see. So, they may be they may be tagged with the get attached with the the vector carrying our gene of interest. So, likewise you can see these are the micro projectiles, or else the these are called biolistic. So, they are accelerated to high velocity, will hit and get into the target cell. You will find here, these are the nanoparticles, gold or tungsten they are, and this is called the nanoparticles tagged with the DNA complex. They are delivered into the plant cell, either to the mitochondria or chloroplast or to the nucleus. These microparticles are carried by macro projectile or bullet in the device, are accelerated into the target cells, where they penetrate the cell wall and leaving the DNA to incorporated. Millions of DNA coated metal particles are shot at target cells or tissues using this gene gun. So, that is why it is called gene gun. It is delivering the gene, not the bullet. The bullet carrying the gene will be delivered. So, you have to imagine the cell structure, such a small one, and something it is hitting, it should not kill the cell. So, it is such a nanoparticle tagged with our gene of interest will be bombarded on the surface of the cell. So, the DNA elutes off the particle and incorporate into the host chromosome. So, this is what you can see, the gene gun. Inside you will find this type of the mechanism what you see here. So, acceleration of these microparticles are achieved through two types of devices. There are two types of gene gun. That means the method of or mechanism involved in accelerating the particles differ. Here ballistic device. So, there you can see they are using pressurized helium gas used to accelerate microparticles. So, vacuum chamber, where you can see helium gas is pressurized. Main parts of the ballistic device are a gas acceleration tube, rupture disc. So, this is called rupture disc. Then stopping screen, there will be a stopping screen, you will find this is the stopping screen. Macro projectile carrying microparticles. So, this is the macro projectile. Macro projectile means, so this is a plate, to this these nanoparticles are attached. They will be forced with the help of the gas, and it is going to dropped on this stopping screen. When it is dropped on the stopping screen having the holes, only the micro projectile or else the nanoparticle carrying our gene of interest only delivered on the cells, not the other one. So, this is how exactly the partial vacuum chamber helium gas pressurized released into the gas acceleration tube break the rupture disc. This disc will be ruptured because of the pressure and it fall on the stop screen. So, when it is for example, when we are this is how exactly when we are using duster. So, dust particles are attached on the duster. So, want to get rid of, we forcibly hit on a hard object. So, only the dust particles or else chalk particles will come down, the same mechanism here used, you will see. So, this is what the ballistic device, and this is the same thing, only you can see this this will be forced on this, so that only these particles will be passed through the screen, you know. Then another is the electrostatic device. So, only the difference here is there helium gas, pressurized helium gas is used. Here you can see the electrostatic force, it is you know, the energy released by a droplet of water exposed to high voltage accelerated the microparticles, hence the name particle gun. That the particle gun, the word derived from this, because of this you can see. This is the high voltage discharge. So, this will make the water droplets or water vapors get pressurized. So, this is the carrier sheet attached with the nanoparticles which is carrying our gene of interest, so that this is going to drop on this. So, only the particles of the nanoparticles carrying our gene of interest will be delivered to the cell culture plate. These are the cells, the plate carrying whatever the cultured cells, plant cells or animal cells or bacterial cells. So, main part of this device is a water drop propelling unit and carrier sheet, that is what you can see, this is called carrier sheet with the coated with the DNA, and then the charged up water droplet hit the carrier sheet. So, the carrier sheet hit the screen when it allows only microparticles to pass through and hit the target cells. So, this is only the difference in the mechanism what you see. So, then what are the advantages of this particle gun method? Thousands of microparticles are accelerated, bring efficient gene transfer many cells simultaneously. So, this is the advantage. You will see here how exactly the plant cells, they are carrying the microparticles or microprojectiles carrying our gene of interest. So, it can be delivered to the pollen, protoplast or to the leaf directly or to the stem. So, this is so any part of the plant will be directly delivered the gene of interest. Intact plant cells can be used universal in application despite of the cell size, shape, type of presence of cell wall. So, all these won't matter. So, it efficiently it delivers the gene of interest or gene. Brings a direct transformation of totipotent tissues such as pollen, embryo, meristem. So, say stable gene transfer in many plants like cotton, wheat, rice, sorghum, sugarcane, tobacco, papaya, all these many plants can be efficiently their gene transfer can be operated, and they can be genetically modified organisms can be created or plants can be created. So, it is Biolistic has been employed successfully deliver of genome editing reagents that in multiple crop plants, hence popular since 1990s for gene transfer in plants irrespective to the species and the genotype. Soya bean, tobacco, maize, rice, wheat, oat, all these plants they can be made genetically modified organisms or plants with this method. Once inside the cell, DNA elutes off the particle and becomes transiently expressed or stably integrated. So, this may be bring transient gene transfer. Transient means that gene will be living for short while and expressing itself. Longer means it get incorporated into the genome of the plant cell and it will be permanent part of that particular plant cells or the plants. So, that is what you can see. So, the first genetically modified crop like maize, BT cotton, all these produced by this particle gun method. It is possible to deliver multiple plasmids with high frequency of co-transformation. So, we can use multiple plasmid carrying different genes at a time with the help of this method. Large DNA fragments can be delivered. So, all these are many advantages, mainly in it is useful for the plant tissue gene transfer. So, what are the disadvantages of this method? Sometimes cells will be stressed and may show growth retardation after gene transfer, because the particles will be bombarded, the cell will be stressed. So, sometimes these particles will remain there and that also causing, particles means metal particles. So of course we want only the DNA to be delivered. So along with that even particles also delivered into the cell. So these particles may stress the cell. Gene transfer efficiency is less, can be carried to the limited number of cells. High input cost, and the cost is so much on this method, and the cellular target cannot be controlled. So we can't control to which part of the cell the DNA is delivered, to the cytoplasm, nucleus, mitochondria, plastids. So this is the disadvantage with respect to this method. Next method is liposome mediated. It is a very popular method now also. It is a very less toxic, a very popular method, liposome mediated gene transfer, or else it is called lipofection. In this you can see liposome mediated gene transfer, artificial lipid vesicles or lipid bags used as gene delivery agents. So these are the phospholipid bags. So they may be bilayer or monolayer, unilamellar or bilamellar. So these are used. You can see here, this is a excuse me, unilamellar phospholipid layer. It is carrying plasmid DNA. Here bilamellar phospholipid layer carrying a DNA inside. You can see it is a spherical vesicles. So this just phospholipids, it's how exactly a fat droplet on a water, similar, if that fat droplet it is incorporated with the gene of interest, so it will be easily delivered to the host cells. Liposomes are artificial cationic lipid bags or fat globules, can able to carry large number of plasmids or DNA. Plasmids or vectors carrying desired genes are easily incorporated to the liposomes. Liposome derived from cationic lipids are unilamellar or bilamellar, take up the DNA easily and can bind efficiently with the host cell. So this is they can bind with the, because you know that the any bacterial cell, plant cell plasma membrane, or animal cell plasma membrane, they are all they are made out of phospholipid bilayer. So this can fuse with that easily. So that is the advantage, and it can be get incorporated into the host cell either through fusing or through endocytosis method. So this is how exactly these liposomes carrying plasmids, this is the liposome carrying plasmid inside. So they are you can see with the help of how we make these liposome get close into this is the host cell plasma membrane. It may be bacterial cell, plant cell or animal cell. So these liposome carrying our gene of interest or vector, so they can be bind to this with the help of a fusogen. So that is polyethylene glycol, you know that. So that we can use so that it come very close to each other, so that the liposome get engulfed, or else it is going to fuse with the host phospholipid bilayer. Liposome mediated gene transfer occurs through endocytosis involving following stages: addition, then fusion, then the release of the plasmid inside, or else whole liposome get engulfed inside. So you will find, so this lipofection or liposome mediated method of transformation first described 1965, and such later you can see liposomes are artificial phospholipid, these are the vesicles used for gene delivery. They can preloaded with DNA, the two common methods. So that is the membrane fusion, that is, or else endocytosis, and liposome forming a DNA liposome complex. This complex fuses with the cell membranes, target cells, and release the content into the cell. So animal cells, plant cells, bacteria, yeast, protoplasts are susceptible for lipofection. Lipofection can be done with all these cells. What are the advantages? You can see liposomes are less toxic to the cells. The cells are not stressed here, and less cell toxicity, hence used as a popular method of gene transfer. Liposome encapsulation, the vector DNA can be stored for a longer duration, that can be stored, and whenever we can do the gene transfer. This method can be applied to wide range of plant cells and animal cells. High rate of producibility, gene transferred host cells, they survive very well and host cells are not stressed. This method of gene transfer is very useful in plants like tobacco, petunia, carrot, and liposome mediated gene transfer is a popular gene delivery method in gene therapy also, and even in the research. Liposome administration of gene therapy causes less immunogenicity. So, that is what you can see. Liposome protects DNA from the action of cellular nuclease activity when it is delivered inside the cell. Efficient delivery of nucleic acids to cells, DNA or RNA to the culture dish or else the cells, and with minimal toxicity. So, they also protect the nucleic acids from degradation. Not only the nucleic acid, this is a method, drug delivery, enzyme replacement therapy, multi-drug resistant, you can see the tumor therapy, all these can be done with the help of liposome mediated gene transfer. So, this here you will find how exactly the endocytosis will takes place. Through that it can be delivered into this. So, this is about the particle gun gene transfer and liposome mediated gene transfer or lipofection. Thank you.